Hey guys, this is David, Faith Weights and Protein Shakes, and today I want to talk to you about how I went to hell. Now, in this dream, when I went there, it was complete darkness, a darkness that could be felt. And there was fire everywhere, but the fire did not light up the darkness. So it was strange to me that um, even though the torment and the heat of the fire was there, the light of it was not. Um, Now, I'm assuming this is due to the absence of God, in that in him is light and in him is no darkness at all. So when you separate yourself from God, you separate yourself from all of his benefits. And one of the main things I remember there is suffocating. And I don't know if this was due to the sulfur or if this was due to being separate from God, his ruach, his breath. And I just remember trying to breathe and I couldn't. And um, for me, this is one of the most tormenting things. But the most tormenting thing is the feeling of despair that you're never going to get out of there. Whereas if you're sick, you know eventually you're going to recover. If you're in jail, you know eventually you're going to get out. Um, the feeling that this was never going to end. And even though I was only there for a few seconds, it felt like eternity. Um, Now, this was given to me a few years ago. I believe it was given to me to say that if I was to die then, that's where I would have ended up, even though I had been a Christian for 15 years at that point, and I didn't have any obvious sins. There was still, I think, things in my character that God wasn't pleased with. And a couple years later, I had a dream of an earthquake, separated the true Christians from the fault, and I was false, and I was standing really close to the fault line. So then, I think at that point, he was giving me a progress report saying I would barely make it. And then, I've had a dream of going to heaven. So he's given me all these progressive progress reports, and we need to just remain in him. He is the potter, we're the clay, and he's molding us into his image, and not get overconfident or arrogant thinking that we're already perfected for heaven. We need to continue to work out our salvation with fear and trembling.